So a fantastic home and away season comes to a close, and this is how the ladder looked after 22 rounds. Collingwood finishing on top for the first time in 33 years, but the top four, the same group from 2009. The big improvers were the Sydney Swans, who rose 7 places to 5th, and Fremantle 8 places to 6th. Adelaide, the Brisbane Lions and Essendon, all finalists last year, sliding out of contention. The finals are next. Controversy, comebacks, upsets and the most dramatic grand final in 30 years when AFL Winners season 2010 continues. Welcome back to AFL Winners season 2010. Sydney and Fremantle were the big movers in 2010 and both would host home elimination finals, but at the MCG, however, the first week of the finals got off to an explosive start as the grand finalists of last year met in a qualifying final on a wet and greasy Friday night.
The first final. The second qualifying final. Away we go. The opening bounce is a very good one.
Back to Mackie, to Ling, left footer, so he's on the right side. Ling kicks to full forward, not a great kick, but almost. Varco it is. Has he? What a goal!
It seemed as if Nick Riewoldt had something to prove against Geelong from the outset. The St.Kilda skipper starting in blistering form.
Kicks to the top of the square, Riewoldt, he's got it! To Goddard, normally a beautiful kick, and he goes with a long bomb to Riewoldt. That was a magnificent kick. What a try. That's big, isn't it?
3 goals in 6 minutes for the Saints' Stephen Milne changed the whole complexion of the game.
Milne's the target. Brilliant, Stevie. He's kicked 3. He's kicked a hat-trick at the MCG.
There was the expected fight back from Geelong.
Johnson seen so little of him. He's got it. Geelong kicked 2 goals in a row. Ling running on with Stokes. Can they work it together? Stokes decides to go for goal. He should kick it. Yep. He leans back and does, and Geelong close again.
But a chance for Selwood. Selwood 50 metres out, goes looking for Chapman. Needs to mark it, does mark it. He spoke before the game. A man who loves the big stage of September. Well, the spotlight is on him now. He kicks. Oh, he loves September. Straight through the middle. Mr. September. Paul Chapman.
And then, with a minute to play, the moment that decided the match.
Gwilt, and now Ling.
Oh, horrible. Back here. Holding the man for the St.Kilda. Hello, controversy.
I think they've kicked the winning goal.
Free kick. There's a free kick.
It's on the back.
This is finest footy, isn't it? Stakes are so high.
It's a good kick.
What a great game of footy. What a result. The favourites have been beaten.
Fremantle was back to full strength for its home elimination final against the Hawthorn side that belted it to the tune of 20 goals a fortnight earlier.
Ibbotson. Now he's got Main. Can it get there though? No, Renouf was able to chip in and take the mark. Handball inside. Brown just bangs it long towards the goal square. Franklin at the back, in from the side. Ibbotson, Franklin, goal. Mundy wide. Good handball to accommodate Michael Johnson, who loops it over the top towards Morabito. Oh. And now the Dockers are away. They've got an open forward 50. A couple of bounces. Pavlich is going back. Kick it to him, son. He decides to go all the way himself and nail it. Kicked an amazing goal just moments ago. High towards half forward. In front, Pavlich. Ball to the back. Chance for Main. He's got it 30 from goal. Puts on the afterburners and kicks the goal. They've got 4, the Dockers. They lead by 3.
De Boer kept it alive, back to Main. Off to Pavlich, still the dummy. Pavlich screws it around the corner.
The Dockers, at full strength and buoyed by 42,000 fans, produced a third quarter that left the Hawks stunned.
Hill, acceleration, skill, goal. That is good.
Handball inside. Broughton now towards half forward, and Crichton didn't go. Pavlich has got it from 50, brings it back across his body. It's tracking goalward. It's through. Unbelievable.
Fremantle going on to win their first final in 4 years.
That's it, Fremantle. A memorable victory. And the purple haze, an amazing sight here at Subiaco Oval.
Flat and out of touch, the Bulldogs were simply no match for Collingwood in the other qualifying final.
Tuvey and Dave Swan. You're not quite for penalty. Yes.
Best. And there's a fourth. Pendlebury back to Swan. Collingwood pressing. Bulldogs under siege. A whistle, Collingwood free kick. Advantage call, and Thomas drives it home. Although Collingwood have a significant break on the board, and here goes Maxwell, and he just rams it forward in his no-nonsense way, and he gets a result, and this just to steady things and calm his coach a little, and he does it. Griffin, Gian Syracusa, not a bad kick. Hall shepherds it home. The Dogs come up with an answer. Minson and Jolly. Minson holding front position. Brown stealing it though. Lee Brown, clever left footer, brilliant goal.
Swan and Pendlebury cut the Dogs to ribbons and reinforced the Magpies' position as flag favourites.
Bulldog down in there, and Swan's going to run into an open goal. He doesn't even need to.
In the last decade or so, just think about how you changed your preparation.
While you think about it, Lloydie, watch the skills of the Pies, and watch Scotty Pendlebury in full flight. Pendlebury's ball handling is wonderful to watch. Blair and then moving forward again. Didak just getting a bit of warm-up going here. He's still got some more to give. Didak from the pocket. Have a go!
For the second year in a row, Carlton would throw away an elimination final.
We'll see how the Swans handle all that.
Mumford and Jacobs, Judd and Jack, I reckon we'll be saying that a little bit. Jack got hold of him, couldn't quite bring him down more. Mumford left it for Jack, and Jack, he's kicked the first. 60 metres away from where Murphy had the ball, and Hanbury doesn't really get that. And now Goods through strength. Advantage paid, and the Swans through Bevan get their fourth. Inside the 50, heard the uppy touch play on. Waite couldn't quite half volley it, and then Betts tried to get through, and then Waite squeezes it through and bounces a goal.
To bounce a goal in front down there, trying to corral it was White. He's outnumbered, does brilliantly. White gives it to Jetta, and Jetta, who's had his problems in front of goals, couldn't have missed. Goes inside the 50, still runs on. Here's trouble. Gallant goes with the outside of the boot. It runs on, and stops, but he follows up. Puts it through.
The Blues fought back tenaciously against Sydney thanks to the heroics of Chris Judd.
And then kicking long, getting back, good mark, taken by Walker. That was a beauty. So Walker has had a lot of shots on goal today, and he gets his second.
Warnock casting a giant shadow. Waite inside. Murphy shrugs free of a tackle and kicks the best goal of the afternoon. The last 5 minutes have produced spectacular. He kicks downwards, full forward. Big leap from Walker. Falls in front of the pack. Smith in desperate trouble. Goes back looking for support. Not there. Betts to Walker. Walker kicks the goal.
But in the last quarter, when it mattered most, just couldn't convert.
He's going to roll in and kick his fourth. He's supposed to not believe it.
Too much time to think about it.
Chance for Garlick, picked up brilliantly by Warnock, falling to the ground. Garlick gives it to Judd. This would be fitting. Judd kicks out.
No such problems for Ryan O'Keefe.
O'Keefe comes down to Bolton. Now White can't get a handball away. O'Keefe will put them in front. He does. Armfield has to search. Takes a chance. The ball's gone.
Been accurate when he's had chances.
This you would think to get Sydney into the next round of the finals. What temperament the youngster's got.
Fantastic.
Oh, he's a beauty. The Swans are going to get home. They're going to win it.
So the top 6 survive to the semi-finals. St Kilda and Collingwood earn the week off, and the Sydney Swans and the Western Bulldogs have another chance to make it a fairy tale final season for their respective retiring champions. But first to the MCG on Friday night, where for the first time in 4 years, Geelong must play in the second week of the finals against perhaps an unlikely opponent, the Fremantle Dockers. For 8 members of the Fremantle team that ran onto the MCG for the first of the semi-finals on the Friday night, it was their first appearance on football's most famous ground. And the majority of them would be spectators, as Geelong ran amok.
So no Sandilands at the moment for the rucks, and Selwood's going to kick the first goal. Gets the first free and then kicks the first goal. On the burst, but he looks up, doesn't have anywhere to really go. Clever though.
Terrific Dan Mooney into the path of Burns. Burns wants a bounce, gets a goal.
Robertson, the target, doesn't hold it. Corey worries him out of it. Bartel to Stevie J. They've got 5.
With 8 first-quarter goals, the reigning premiers all but sealed the game.
The body, Chapman. It's working towards goal. Must be a free kick to Mooney. Nothing doing. Hard against the boundary line. Mooney hooks it around the corner. Hawkins takes the mark. Subban has been quiet. Like a lot of his teammates. Kicks beyond the wing. Huge lead. Milburn was at end right. Loose at the back. Opportunity now for Walters. Has one bounce. Going at his second goal. And he's got it.
While the young emerging stars of Freo had moments of daring and flair.
Now Pavlich is there, but he never really got a crack at it. Coming through 5 and 5 hooking a goal, and the Dockers get the first after half-time.
They were no match for the brilliant Cats, who moved forward to yet another preliminary final.
Brilliantly, Varco slips it away. Stokes downs with Johnson, and Johnson caresses at goalwood.
Kicks to Johnson, the hardest in half-back, and another Johnson rips it off him. Oh, look away, handball, Green, and then Varco rolls it home. That's vintage Cats.
Saturday night semi-final was all about emotion, with Bulldog skipper Brad Johnson announcing that 2010 would be his farewell season, and Sydney's leadership duo of Paul Roos and Brett Kirk preparing to bow out. The game took on even more significance.
Kick to the wing. Addison looks for Hall, one out again, and strong mark from Barry Hall in front of Grundy. Looks good. It's the first of the night going the Dogs' way. He backed himself, fired out the handball to McGlynn. Runs into a wall of doggies, so forced to go back to Shaw, who finds 10 metres, sells the dummy, drills it long, and Shaw kicks the goal. Great goal.
I mean, it's obviously the scoreboard's still in their favour at the moment, but it's not quick.
Bolton snaps and goes.
The Swans looked fitter and fresher, and by the 20-minute mark of the second quarter, led by 5 goals.
Goods, the door is wide open. McGlynn inside 50. Time to steady, drive it home, and put the Swans 5 goals in front.
Then the Bulldogs hit stride.
Back of the pack is Boyd. There's an inside 50 for the Dogs. Pouncing is Hall for his third. It is there.
It's been 32 minutes between their most recent 2. They're a chance here. It's a hold, and the first game up. Andrew Hooper will be lining them up. His team needs him. The margin stands at 22. This to put the Dogs back in touch, and he delivers the goods. Well done, young fella.
Murphy twists and turns. Gets onto the left. Hall's caught behind here. Grundy can't take the mark again. That allows Grant into the picture. A left foot kick. He's being quiet. It rolls towards goal. It's home. It's another one for the Dogs. It's 10 points. The difference all of a sudden.
Anderson to Grant. Oh, the door's open here. He can line them up. In fact, he delivers to the only forward in the 50. Shaw played it well, but so did John Syracuse, and he puts the Bulldogs in front.
There would be the fight back.
Here's McVeigh. He has Kirk loose, and the old Warrior can have a go at them from 45. It didn't have the carry, but it gets a result. Into a spot for Bradshaw to kick the goal, and they trail by just a point.
but for the second week in a row, it would be a 5-point margin for the Swans, this time a losing one.
Brad Johnson lives on for one more week, but for Kirk and for Roos, the curtain falls.
So St Kilda drawn to meet the Bulldogs in one preliminary final, while the grand final we'd all expected between Collingwood and Geelong would come 1 week early. Collingwood's much anticipated showdown with Geelong attracting a bumper crowd of 95,000 to the MCG on a Friday night. Twice in 3 years, the Collingwood campaign had been derailed by the Cats a week short of the grand final. But this was a new Magpie team, hard at the ball and unforgiving.
Shades of last week, 3 bounces. Maxwell thought about it, didn't go. Wojcinski, Chapman, now they've broken them. Through goes Varco, long kick, terrific stuff Geelong.
Didak in a one-on-one, and then Lee Brown bursting forward, and then with a ball burst to the full forward, it's bounced the wrong way. He's a magician.
We'll probably get a good angle of it here, but where the ball's headed, where it bounces, that is an absolute left turn.
The first half saw Collingwood underline its strong premiership claims in the most emphatic manner.
They'll work something out here. Pendlebury, bang, goal. He's kicked 2.
Ablett swoops on the loose football, 15 now. Not one of his best ones over the shoulder. Joel Corey in trouble. Into the path of Didak. Didak pokes it, wasn't 15, doesn't matter. Comes across to side bottom. Kicks his first goal against Geelong.
10 goals up at half-time, Geelong and the crowd stunned.
Brilliant stuff. Hand pass from Blair McCaffer. Swan stops. Goal!
And then Johnson goes to that one-on-one. Mooney, Red's been terrific. They've all been terrific. Corey, Stokes should nail it. He's 35 metres out. He's got...
In the second half, Gary Ablett tried to will on his team, the champion racking up 40 possessions in yet another dazzling display.
And then off the side of the boot, magnificent. How good was the champ there?
Varco flicks it across, taken by Mooney. Quickly to Corey, across the body, going back with the flight. Selwood plays onto the square, Burns, goal. Well done.
But it was all black and white, with not a passenger among them. The Magpies produced a remarkable performance, booking a place in the grand final and perhaps closing the door on an era of Geelong dominance.
He puts some cream on the most beautiful cake imaginable for both the Pies.
I think the week off is a really significant factor this time of year, and I mean that's as it might just accentuate Collingwood's speed and movement comparative to Geelong.
They're there. They're into another grand final of the Pies.
On the Saturday night, St Kilda started sluggishly with inaccuracy, costly against the Bulldogs side that has found it all but impossible to get past this last hurdle.
Is complete, and now Mitch Hahn, the late inclusion. And he stands, and from 30 out, it looks pretty beautiful to him right now, does. Hall makes his move, and Blake did well, but it got through to Grant. The young man, the young man! Oh yes, the young man delivers. Yes, you don't hand pass to Ruckman, Rob, or to Cozzy. Now there's a free kick, it's against Cozzy for high contact. And he's the one who's come off second best.
Absolutely everything in this contest. Look at that, running into a massive unit there in Cozzy. Cozzy's still down.
But he has support from Wood and Boyd. And that's a bad hand pass, letting in Snyder. No one between him and the goal. He can go all the way. Williams trying to close. He can't get there. And Snyder kicks it for the Saints.
In a tense, tough first half, the Bulldogs showed flashes of the brilliance that had taken it to the NAB Cup Premiership against St Kilda way back in March.
Played 9 of the first 11 games this year, then didn't come back until very late in the season, but as Darsh said, a very well-respected and popular member of his team, and he's never been so popular as he is right now.
But the euphoria would be short-lived.
Can he take on the opportunity? Slicing through centre-half forward, an eternity to think about it. He thought positive thoughts, and he lands the goal.
A brilliant third quarter, inspired by the Saints skipper Nick Riewoldt, ended the Dogs' brave fight.
They look like they're full of purpose now, the Saints. Sharp kick from Goddard, hits Riewoldt on the lead. Hasn't been able to kick one tonight. Nick Riewoldt on the runway. It's tight, but he knows it's home.
His 2 goals, a big contribution.
Well, Cozzy and Riewoldt crash into each other.
He's hurt. He is. He's knocked out, Riewoldt. He's got his arms up.
Riewoldt found space. He's got men leading. He goes the cross for Schneider with the sit. Couldn't hold on. Gilby's at him. Schneider gets away, and he can run just about all the way, and drive it home for his second.
Riewoldt again. Can't take it this time. Peak. He's found a good time to hit some form. Del Santo, Riewoldt. They've upped the ante, the Saints, and the skipper delivers again. Goddard could have gone to Fisher, but went more direct because Riewoldt's hot. It's falling for them now. Gardner runs in. There's Bulldogs hearts breaking all around the MCG. And Gilbert. Sting well and truly gone out of this game. Gets through to Montagna. Over to Snyder. Skidamari gets through for another one.
With a spot in the grand final sewn up, the final quarter became a formality. Ross Lyon implementing risk management with his star players.
There it is. Have a shot. It's all over. He will have a shot. The result is academic.
As the curtain came down on the Bulldogs year, the MCG crowd paid tribute to their skipper, Brad Johnson. Denied again in this, his 364th and final game. So the teams are through and the stage is set for an unforgettable grand final. Collingwood and St Kilda meet in the 2010 grand final, and it would be the most dramatic and extraordinary grand final in decades. That's next on AFL Winners, right after the break. So, grand final week arrives, and as always, it begins with the year's most outstanding player honoured with the Brownlow medal.
I declare the winner of the 2010 Brownlow medal, Chris Judd from the Carlton Football Club.
A very popular and very worthy winner. So to the dream grand final. Collingwood and St Kilda for the first time since 1966 when a wobbly point sent the Saints into football heaven. So in 2010, a chance for the Saints to end a 44-year drought and win a second flag. But for the Magpies, the opportunity to win a first flag since 1990. The stage is set for a memorable finale to the 2010 season.
And away we go. The grand final is underway. Gardner has to wait. Up goes Jolly. Hooks it down behind. Guess who? Swan down towards half forward. Bounces inside the 50. Storming up the ground. Cloak missed it. Dawes has got it. Quilt got him. Pendlebury is through. Over the top. Will it sit for Didak? Takes him away from goal. Feeds it back to Jolly. Oh! No sign of the Jolly wobbles. He puts it through.
To Reid, it was a lovely take and a well-weighted kick to Pendlebury, who started well as he did last week. McCaffer, good hands, and then quickly onto a one-on-one. Dawes is good overhead. Well done, Gwilt, but it got away. And Blair, what a story. The only guy on the rookie list kicks the goal.
Chips it out wide. Swan's been terrific in the early going. The favourite for the Norm Smith goes towards the 50. Running hard is Thomas. They're putting on a clinic at the moment. It'll take a very good kick from here. Didak, a marvellous kick moments ago. Gardner is the big man lurking behind for the Saints. In he comes. Goes for the spiral. Well, it's untidy, but I think it's good. Oh, this could be a Magpie day. This could be a magpie day.
Goddard will fancy himself to outrun him. Well played, Goddard. He's had a big second half of this first quarter. Little kick from Montagna to Fisher, and then Fisher to Revolt. And the Saints have had a good 5 minutes.
Yep.
He struck it well. It looks a big chance. It is a captain's goal. They certainly needed that. Dempster, not the quickest, but he goes. It's a good play. With a kick in mid-air, Revolt, well done. Del Santo brings it back to centre-half forward. Belted away there by Reed. Schneider loves a goal in a grand final and delivers. And the Saints are back in this match in a big way.
Pendlebury, ball under pressure, did brilliantly. Now Brown looks inside the forward 50. Cloak is favoured by the kick. Dawson, not sure what he was thinking there.
But he is a very strong contested mark for the Collingwood Football Club.
This man has his days. Needs to be on. Needs to kick this one. Needs to kickstart himself, but he does. Splits the middle. Margin though 13 points. It was just 6 at quarter time. Ray to the run of Gilbert through midfield. Penetrating kick inside the forward 50. Unsighted this man so far, but Kazetsky takes a tumbling mark right on the numbers. Justin Kazetsky then. Steps to the 50 or just outside. Kick is on the way. Gee, that's good contact. It's a goal. The much maligned Kazetsky. Little chip short one. Finds Farron Ray. Feeds it across towards Eddie. He's in trouble. Taken down from behind. McCaffer got him.
Oh, and the kick away. 50-metre penalty.
McCaffer, another one of those players you get the feeling Michael Malthouse really likes. And he comes. Kicks the goal. And suddenly they skip away again. Margin out to 14. Gardner falls down. Jolly goes over the top. Brown deep in the pocket. Gets boot to ball. Going back. Dempster, is that holding it? He had a long time. Peake did well. Gave it to Goddard. Clears the zone. Johnson knocks it down. Harry lines up. Harry O'Brien heads for goal. And he's got it. Gilbert, the high one to the wing. Revolt attracts a crowd. Almost the mark in front. Reed couldn't bring it down. Now he's got a problem. Peeling off is Milne, kicks inside the forward 50. Kazetsky comes at it, needs to control it, does. Just keeps it in, goes back to Revolt. What about that running? Moments ago in the pack at the interchange gates. Revolt. Can he inspire his team? Yes, he can. That's the goal they needed. Can they unlock this defensive Collingwood? Trying to give some life to the forward line. Revolt should get this one, and he does. He's 60 metres out. Very open forward line. Collingwood have got a couple of extras. In fact, yes, 2. For a moment it was 3. Back inside that defensive 50. Revolt unloads then. Kazetsky is the target. Up in front, the mark is taken by Goddard. I didn't know what was coming. I think I'm a clairvoyant. There goes the kick. And he puts it through to Goddard. Terrific.
His clearance puts the Saints forward. Oh, a beauty! Yes, he has. The Saints go forward. Revolt and Brown. Gilbert lurking. Maxwell getting back. Kept his head over at Maxwell. The handball forward. Schneider can't quite break it. Gilbert. Gilbert. He's got it. They're in this now. Collingwood pressing. Building forward, Lee Brown. Davis and Dempster. Davis! Well, this would be ironic. He's made a mark on the big stage. Can he use it? Kicks the ball hard to Revolt. And Schneider takes it. He's too far out, I think. Hayes. He might be too far out, I think. Could Lenny find the distance from here? He's looking for Goddard, I think. Or Graham.
Yeah, Collingwood will be certainly covering those long-range kickers. He's just going to take this on his shoulders himself.
Well, he's a man for a big occasion, we know that, but can he get the distance? He's pumped it hard. He's pumped it long. He's kicked the goal. Lenny Hayes.
Johnson. He's battled hard back there. Socket off the ground by Tuvey. Comes straight to Montagna. Del Santo kicks inside the forward 50. And the mark is taken by Milne.
He pleading for the push. One part of the game that's been extraordinary has been small forwards being able to mark the ball in contested situations.
Milne comes in the margin. 1 point. Opportunity for ball head down. Didak couldn't control it. Revolt out of the congestion. It runs on and touched. Maxwell tracking it back. Touching it right on the chalk. Watch it again for a moment. It looks gone. He does brilliantly.
What about the will of Lenny Hayes?
Yeah, nick of time indeed. Nicks all round. Revolt kicked it.
Captain's kick, captain's spoil, eh?
That's pressure.
Just mentioned then he got the fall out of it. The will and the contested footy of Lenny Hayes in this second half, as he's done so many times for St Kilda.
Schneider. Here is Hayes. Belting forward. Got up!
What a drop. You could see the setup, but he took it.
Collingwood has never been behind in this grand final today. The Saints have never been in front until now.
Taken by Sidebottom. Sidebottom looks down towards half forward. Nobody near this man. McCaffer runs to the 50. Sets it up. Shaw will fly from behind. Almost got hands to it. Spills out the back. Cloak. Cloak has kicked the goal. Magpies back in front.
Goddard the target. O'Brien.
Here we go, 1-1.
Hayes belting the ball forward. Johnson quickly off the mark. Milne at best. Ball bouncing. Scores a level.
Oh, no.
What are you doing next week?
Kicks inside the 50. Punched out. Pendlebury's over the football. Down to 15 seconds. Collingwood, though, controlling the ball. Thomas to the wing. Jolly knocked away by Blake.
There it is.
Thrown in. I think we've got a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
One last clearance, one last chance. Can somebody get a clear ball here and kick it long and hard? Goddard, the tap. Del Santo. It's going to be a draw. It's unbelievable. But it's happened.
An incredible result. 44 years after St Kilda defeated Collingwood by 1 point, nothing would separate them in 2010. This time a behind to Norm Smith medalist Lenny Hayes, levelling the scores and giving us the first drawn grand final in 33 years. So we head back to the MCG 1 week on. Collingwood and St Kilda take two, only the third grand final replay in over a century, and Collingwood has figured in the last two.
To the MCG, and a good one to start proceedings. Tapped down by Jolly as he did last week. Scramble inside the centre circle. Schneider against the flow, gets a hand pass down towards half forward. He kicks down towards the attacking 50. Dawes brilliant, knocked it to Cloak. Cloak the long ball. Goldsack. Well, he doesn't kick too many goals. Tyson Goldsack. Probably not even here. Goldsack kicks it. Goldsack playing on the forward line at the moment. That's a good kick. Beams has got it just inside the 50. Johnson is on. Johnson's got it. Huge kick this one. Ben Johnson runs to the 50. It's beautiful off the boot. How sweet it is. Into the path of Montagna. They've got men back. Revolt in the middle. Calling for the football. Schneider. Will he give it to Revolt? He will. Revolt runs in. Touched off the boot. Oh my goodness.
Not a great kick, and Graham did well. Well, unfortunately and unluckily, I think, didn't get it paid. Sidebottom banging. Thomas, not quite. Might get a second crack. McCaffer kicks the goal. They've kicked the first three.
Did brilliantly. Sidebottom so good last week to Hawthorn doors. Now Didak is breaking. Ball comes across to Blair. Will it get to Didak? Oh, good work by Cloak. Didak is on. Didak goes in. There's no repeated Shaw. He kicks the goal.
Asked to play on. Ray front spot. Revolt's got it. 60 metres out.
Goddard steep.
Wheels around. This is Goddard's spot. He's got it. It's a free kick. This is the ultimate test because this guy doesn't miss, and they have been missing all day. Nah, he gets it. They needed it. Has to make a decision now. Does he go the long kick? He had Montagna short. He went the wrong way here. And the bouncing ball. Jolly's under it. Still Jolly. Well, this is costly. McCaffrey kicks his second.
Pendlebury swings it down towards half forward, side bottom, lets it bounce, runs onto it. Thomas is on, uses him as a decoy, comes back to the middle, and Jolly! What an acquisition he's been. From Melbourne to the Swans to Collingwood. This one is working back, it's beautiful. Kicks outside the defensive 50. Shaw will fly, get a fist on it. He had to do that. All Collingwood in front. Pendlebury, Dawes from behind, hit the pack hard. Hayes looking to find a way through into Dawson. Hacked out in midair. Dawes! Oh, that is Dawson!
Going to have real impact on the game.
Hayes, third man up. Willingham roves it and kicks the goal. So O'Brien gallops away from Peake and then delivers to full forward. Swan waiting, Wellingham from the side. Swan's going to kick a goal. They're home, you would think. I know it's a long way to go, but they're killing them now. Needs to get to Graham. Now, Graham looks up. It's got Revolt outside. Now, Nick's got to go all the way here. Cossey's held up. Now, he's going to go to Kaczynski. Does he get him? He does. Cossey's been very accurate from set shots this year, and that one, he's kicked it. Just their second goal for the afternoon.
Kick forward towards half forward there by side bottom. Opportunity for Didak. Smothers the ball, runs onto it, hooks. It's bending back. Yes. Oh, Blake kicked it into Didak. That was wonderful by the number 4. Didak across the boot, but that wasn't enough. Whitten found his own ball and snapped with the right foot. Johnson runs into a tackle from Eddie. Down he went, crawling after it Peake. Too slippery there for the man closest. Elliott came to McWalter. Into the path of Hayes. Hayes with the outside of the boot. That's a hard-working tradesman's goal.
Ray with a bit of time here. Can he deliver? Nah. Thomas Bryant like a goalkeeper. And then McCaffrey building it out of the back half. Dawson and Dawes. And the big D wins out. Back inside to Pendlebury. Side bottoms on. Murray Wiedemann, one of the 3 living captains, is the youngest ever premiership player at 17 in 1953. And side bottom kicks another one. And Collingwood get past 10 goals today.
No pun intended. Hurriedly off the boot by Revolt. Jolly, towering kick. They all settle underneath it. Some misjudgment there from Goldsack, and Gilbert just drifted in, took it. And I think all of those eminently kickable in the second term. Here he is, looking to make amends. Guides it and guides it well. It's through for a goal. Towards the pocket. Interesting. Two Saints spell over. Dawes hand passes to the goal square. Thomas turns around and pops it through on the bounce. It's flattened anyway. Doesn't matter. Goal to stand. I won't get 2. That'll be greedy.
And then Hayes to Goddard. It was brilliant early. Del Santo could kick this. He's 55 metres out. It's a vacant goal square. Does he get the bounce? He does. He was 2 in the same draft that Pendlebury was 5.
Oh, good draft. Not a good kick.
The Collingwood crowd's now cheering, and it's a 50-metre penalty.
He's had a great day.
He can kick a long-running goal, we know that. He's 50 out. It's a beautiful kick.
Nothing tough about it for Collingwood, Dennis.
Well, they want the siren. They want to celebrate. Taking on the outer side, Shaw. Who am I to tell you, Tom? Here's Shaw, 55 metres out short, one Wellingham. Wellingham is through, runs into an open goal and kicks it.
Just didn't do enough himself. It was a hard day for a big forward for the Saints. Big fly coming at the back from Goddard. St Kilda go forward. And at Milne, well, he's had so little of the ball today. Has he kicked a second goal in the last quarter? He has.
Almost an involuntary mark there to Wellingham. Turns around, goes long, side bottom.
Scott Pendlebury out on the field. Thomas came off. He sent Thomas back out. He said, you can stay out there. He's trying to orchestrate, I guess, the younger players to be sitting on the pine.
Who's on, who's off? Side bottom runs around, and that is the cream.
So Collingwood win by their greatest ever margin in a grand final. It doesn't get better than that.
A winner at last, and one of the great seasons comes to a spectacular and most unexpected finale. Collingwood, the minor premiers, winning their first grand final since 1990, and St Kilda left to ponder another grand final lost. It was a year that had everything, and we here at Fox Sports have been delighted to have been with you the whole way. We'll see you for the opening bounce in 2011.
This has been a Fox Sports production.
This program brought to you by Harvey Norman. There's a store near you. Great Wall Motors, the great Ute of China. Bunnings Warehouse, where lowest prices are just the beginning. And Samsung 3D TV. Samsung, turn on tomorrow.